Hello guys, in this video I will talk about should we write our own driver library or should we use driver library provided by the vendor of the microcontroller. Okay, so let's get started. So I will first give the example of STM32. So I have opened the STM32 reference manual, as you can see. This is the reference manual of STM32. STM32 F334R series. So if I talk about GPIO, as you can see in GPIO, if I want to write the driver of GPIO, so what we have basically do is access the registers of GPIO. As you can see, these are the registers like GPIO port mode register, GPIO port output speed register, output type register. There are many registers of GPIO. So to write the driver of GPIO in STM32, we have to modify this registers value according to our needs. And for that you have to study the whole thing they have provided in GPIO chapter. Like as you can see, you have to study these things to know about how to access the registers, how to modify the register, like if we want to use GPIO so input or output, push pull, pull ups, pull down. Okay, and if you want to configure as alternate function or modify the speed of GPIO pins. So you have to study all the things in this chapter. Then you will know about how to modify these registers. So it is a lengthy process. So and if I talk about the actual layer provided by STM32, as you can see, this is the manual of STM32 HL load layer drivers. And if I go to GPIO driver here, so there's GPIO generic driver. So these are this is the documentation how to use the HL layer provided by STM32. So this is the case of GPIO. So they have first defined some structures, as you can see, and then they have provided APIs, and then they have mentioned here how to use these drivers. So these are the APIs like HL, GPIO, read pin, write pin, toggle pin, lock pin, and you can configure GPIO using init function, and they have provided the documentation of these APIs. So it is very easy to use, I think, as compared to writing our own driver. So if we are beginner and you are want to know about how to use this driver, then first you should start with the actual layer provided by the vendor. Then as you know about this thing very well, then you can move to writing your own driver. Okay, so suppose if you have some project and you want to complete this project by certain timeline, then you should use this HL layer provided by the vendor. And after some phase of the project you have completed, then you can write your own driver according to your needs. Like you can optimize the layer provided by the vendor, or whatever you want to do with the drivers, you can optimize that and you can modify the driver according to your needs. So first I think you should start with the actual layer provided by the vendor, and if it is not provided by the vendor, then you should write your own by studying these things. But this is a lengthy process. If you have some if you have some time to read this, then you can go there. Otherwise this is the easy thing, you can use this. Okay,